popular social media star Jack Doherty behind bars in Miami. Police say it all started when the internet personality stopped his car in the middle of traffic near Washington Avenue overnight.
In the world of online fame, consequences often feel far away, hidden behind screens, likes, and viral moments. But what happened in Miami showed something important. No amount of followers can protect someone from real-life responsibility. Jack Doherty's arrest is more than a trending headline. It is a turning point. It's the moment where the chase for views collided with the rules of the real world, a moment that forces both creators and viewers to think about the cost of dangerous content, and a moment that asks whether shock value is worth putting people at risk, because in the end, attention doesn't last forever, but the choices we make do. Sooner or later, every influencer must decide what matters more, going viral or growing up. Jack Doherty now faces several charges: possession of a controlled substance, possession of cannabis under 20 grams, and resisting an officer without violence. Some of these charges are minor, while others are more serious. Together, they create a legal situation that could lead to fines, probation, or other long-term consequences depending on how the case unfolds. But the legal side is only part of what happens next. The entertainment world is watching closely. Brands, sponsors, and platforms often distance themselves from creators who become too controversial, especially when the controversy involves safety or unlawful behavior. Cities like Miami Beach are also sending a clear message. They won't allow influencers to turn public streets into filming locations that put people at risk. For Jack, the future depends on how he responds. If he treats the arrest as another joke or viral moment, he may keep getting views, but he could also face stricter backlash, more legal trouble, and a damaged reputation. If he chooses to take responsibility, slow down, and show real growth, he could begin to rebuild trust and change the direction of his career. Observers, fans, and critics are all waiting to see which path he takes. Will this moment push him toward maturity, or will it become just another step in a pattern that keeps getting more dangerous? Only Jack's choices from here can answer that. When we look past the noise and arguments, Jack Doherty's arrest reveals something larger than one bad decision. It shows a growing problem in influencer culture, a world where attention is the most valuable currency, and the pressure to stay relevant pushes young creators further and further from safe choices. Influencer fame is different from traditional fame. It demands constant posting, bigger stunts, and new ways to shock an audience. For someone like Jack, who built his brand on bold, risky behavior, the pressure to keep pushing limits can quietly grow into something dangerous. The more views he earned, the harder it became to slow down or step back. Psychologically, it creates a cycle. Views lead to excitement. Excitement leads to risk. Risk leads to more views. And before long, the creator begins to think that consequences don't apply the same way they do for everyone else. Jack's arrest shows what happens when the digital world and the real world collide. Online, people cheer, joke, and share. But offline, laws are firm, and safety matters more than content police. City leaders and parents see a very different picture. Not entertainment, but danger. Another important question is influence. Jack's audience is huge and very young. When he treats an arrest like a joke or a brand opportunity, critics worry that teenagers might see that behavior as acceptable or even cool. This raises ethical concerns about responsibility, role models, and the impact creators have on impressionable fans. Jack's attitude after the arrest, the mugshot shirt, the jokes, the filming, made many wonder if he truly understands the seriousness of what happened. Because when the chase for fame clashes with real consequences, something eventually has to give. The reaction to Jack Doherty's arrest was immediate. Within hours, his mugshot spread across social media and news pages, sparking arguments, jokes, anger, and concern. Millions of people commented, debated, and shared their opinions. But what truly shocked viewers was how Jack responded once he was released. Instead of staying quiet or apologizing, he walked out of jail filming himself, smiling, and wearing a t-shirt with his own mugshot on it. To many, it looked like he wasn't taking the situation seriously at all. Some fans laughed and said it was classic Jack, but critics saw it differently. They felt it showed disrespect toward the police, the city, and the laws he had just broken. Miami officials did not stay silent. One Miami Beach commissioner publicly called Jack a professional antagonizer, making it clear the city was tired of influencers blocking roads and causing chaos for views. Police also shared a strong message, reminding everyone that celebrity status cannabis would not protect anyone from consequences. Their tone suggested that a wider crackdown on dangerous influencer behavior could be coming. At the same time, online conversations took another turn. Speculation began spreading about whether Jack's ex-girlfriend or people around her played any role in the events leading to the arrest. Nothing was confirmed, but the gossip added a layer of personal drama that kept the story alive even longer. Commentators, parents, and safety advocates raised a bigger concern. Jack's audience is very young. Many teenagers look up to him, copy him, and follow his every move. Seeing him laugh off an arrest, and even use it as content, and worried people who believe his influence could encourage more risky behavior. For many watching, this moment felt like more than just a scandal. It felt like a warning. Miami Beach is used to crowds, cameras, and influencers, but police say what Jack Doherty did on that busy road went far beyond normal filming. According to the report, Jack and his crew stood directly in the middle of the street, blocking cars and creating a dangerous situation. Officers told him several times to step out of the road. He didn't. People nearby watched the scene unfold. Cars slowed down, confusion grew, and the tension rose as police tried to get Jack to cooperate. It was clear this wasn't an accident. It was a planned stunt for his audience. Then came the moment that changed everything. When officers told him to move, Jack allegedly replied, "Once I'm done with this bet." Those words spread quickly online. Many felt they showed exactly what the stunt was really about, turning a public street into a stage for content. When officers approached him, things escalated. During the search, police found a single amphetamine pill and about 4 grams of cannabis. This shifted the situation from a simple traffic problem to a criminal case with multiple charges. They also added resisting an officer without violence, suggesting that Jack didn't follow instructions smoothly. The flashing red and blue lights lit up the entire block tourists recorded. His crew watched, and Jack Doherty, one of the internet's biggest young influencers, was taken away in handcuffs. For some, it was shocking. For others, it felt like the natural result of a pattern that had been building for years. But for everyone watching, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a stunt gone wrong, it was the moment where online fame finally hit a real-world limit. Jack Doherty didn't become famous through movies or music. He became famous online, in a world where fast videos, bold stunts, and non-stop energy can make someone a star overnight. From a young age, Jack learned how to turn ordinary moments into exciting clips and risky challenges into viral hits. Millions followed him because he was unpredictable, loud, and fearless. And as the numbers grew, so did the pressure to keep pushing the limits. For years, Jack built his image on daring behavior. He climbed things he shouldn't. He pulled pranks that crossed lines. He chased the thrill of doing what others wouldn't. One of the biggest signs of that pattern was when he crashed a $200,000 McLaren during a live stream. A moment many people point to as a warning that things were going too far. But online fame is powerful. No matter how controversial things became, his audience continued to grow. Young viewers admired him for living without fear. Brands saw the numbers. Platforms pushed his content. And Jack kept delivering bigger, louder, riskier ideas. Still, many noticed a shift. The fun stunts slowly turned into dangerous ones. The excitement began to look more like desperation for attention, and the line between entertainment and recklessness became harder to see. All of that led to what happened in Miami, the moment when his online world and the real world finally collided in a way he could no longer ignore. It happened fast. A busy Miami Beach street, a camera crew recording, and influencer Jack Doherty standing in the middle of the road filming a stunt while cars tried to pass and police told him to move. What was supposed to be just another video for his millions of followers quickly turned into flashing police lights, raised voices, and an arrest that shocked the internet. But this wasn't only about one risky moment. It showed something bigger. The growing gap between online fame and real-life responsibility. Police say he ignored their warnings. Online viewers watched him turn the entire situation into content. And now one question hangs over everything. Was this just another wild stunt, or the moment that finally forces Jack to face real consequences?